Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be doing part 3 of our June color along. This is the last part. So we have been working in Hanna Karlzon's Tales from the Midnight Masquerade. And we're just going to dive on in. The lady that we've been working on is the Queen of Hearts here. So we don't have a whole lot left to her. We literally just have the final touches and the background to do. So I am really excited. So for the background, we're going to be using pastels. So I have a multitude of them. I've got these Daler Rowney soft pastels. Not a huge fan of these. However, I also have the Artist Loft pastels, and the box didn't come like this, unfortunately. It was cheap white. I painted it, and then I put, I tried to match the colors that they provided as close to what colors I thought they would have went with. But yeah, so we're going to be using this. I think I have swatches of these. At least I hope I do, because I kind of want some specific colors. Probably be in miscellaneous if I do. I never swatched them out. Let me check my old swatch book and see if it's in there. I think I still have my old swatch book somewhere. Here, yeah. Kind of just got everything shoved into a few pages. So, let's see, that's nail polish, ink tints, Gansai Tambi, nail color, Touch 5 markers, Prisma, Marco Racine, Prisma. I might not have swatched these. I didn't. That's unfortunate. Come on. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, stick that back down there. Let's see what we got here. So I'm going to grab this, and then, let's see, I'm thinking like a mix of these two greens and then maybe two blues, and we're going to leave it like that. So probably these greens and then maybe these two greeny blues. Yeah, because I don't really, I like this color, but I don't really want to go too blue because of her blouse. So I think we'll keep it more to like the greeny blues to complement the colors we already have. So we'll do those 4. Okay, I've got a knife, and then let's see if I can kind of match up these colors here. Even if it's kind of close, it shouldn't be an issue. So I think the only one we're missing is one for the darker green. Purple. I think that one. Okay, so these look pretty close to the 4 colors that we're going to be using. And then the other thing I've got is Q-tips, and we're going to want these. Okay, so I'm going to stay zoomed out for this. Let's start with the lighter colors. I'm going to start with the lighter blue. So I'm just going to grab my pastel here and my knife. And I'm just going to shave the pastel onto here. Ooh, nails on a chalkboard. Got goosebumps. Okay, let's see how far this little bit gets us. I think let's start with a Q-tip. So I'm just gonna pick some of the color up on this Q-tip and I'm gonna blend it around on the page. The Q-tips are for kind of getting in these tighter areas so we don't have to go over the colored pencil. I don't want a whole lot of blue near her blouse, but I do want to put a little bit. Sun is kind of leaving us. How is it on the camera? Not showing up very well. Okay, give me 1 second here. It's kind of blot out today. Okay, you can layer pastels to build up that color. Okay, and then we can use this to pick up larger amounts, kind of spread it around. Of course, it's really going to cling to oily fingerprints, unfortunately, too. But that's okay. There's ways to work around that, and I'll tell you about those tricks in a little bit here. Okay, so I think that's probably good enough there. Just going to kind of sweep the remaining pastel off to the side here just in case we need it. Okay, let's go in with our next lighter color. So I'm going to do the same thing. I only need a little bit, I think. I don't think we need the Q-tips. I think there's not too many creases that we can't get in with this. I guess the only place that I would be worried about is the crown. especially because we colored it with the Inktense, so it doesn't even have any wax to kind of resist the pastel. So alright, so I think that's good enough for the lighter colors. Let's go in with the darker colors. I think I'm going to skip the darker green. And we'll just put in this greeny blue instead. Especially because it kind of matches both colors, so okay, so the background effect that I'm going for, I can't remember if I showed this in the first part or not. So we're going for kind of like this, although I think I actually used pencils for this, not pastels, which is unfortunate. I thought I used pastels. But we can still get a similar and quicker effect with the pastels. That's going to be a little bit more softer, which I think is going to really work for this image anyways, so we'll just kind of go for it. I think I am going to bring in this darker green too. Just a little bit of it. Okay, I think I'm happy with this here. So I'm just going to carefully brush the pastel onto my desk so that way I can pick it up with a wet cloth later. Just going to dust it into a pile. Okay, and then you want an eraser. A battery-powered smaller eraser is optimal, but any kind of eraser will work. And I'm going to use a piece of paper just to protect the pastel from underneath my hand. And we're just going to go in and create some circles. If we've brought the pastel a little bit too far out, we can kind of fade in. So I want to create this kind of almost like watery color look. Watercolor look. So if we go like this, and then we can just take our finger a little bit and kind of smudge the outside back into the white. It'll kind of fade off really nice. I want to make sure it doesn't look even. You can take a clean Q-tip for this too if you like. And we can use that little bit of extra pastel dust. If it's not quite blending out, we can add a little bit more to it. Okay, this big fingerprint here, this is definitely got to go. At least make it so it's not as noticeable. Lots of white little dots, along with some of the bigger ones, will definitely help. But it looks so pretty already. Okay, another big fingerprint. I actually kind of like that not so soft look, so I'm not going to fade this out too much. I'm actually really liking how this turns out. How this is turning out. I don't know how it turns out yet. We're not fully done, but my English is not very good today. I think I'm going to create more of that effect where it just kind of erasing in like at odd angles. I really like that. everywhere. I think I'm gonna change my nib out for a new one. Never mind, because I don't know where they are. I moved everything. I can't find anything now. I wonder. It's one thing that I don't like about the Derwent ink tents. Oh my goodness, the Derwent erasers is that once they go down here, it's like really difficult to use, and then there's like this much eraser that you can't use, and it's so wasteful. So I don't like that. So I usually like roll up a piece of paper to tuck in there to kind of make it so that I can still use it. But I just had this idea because I had this cotton swab laying there, and I wonder if I put a cotton swab in the metal part of it, which I just lost. Where did it go? I just had it. Where did I put it? That's weird. Oh, I put it back in here. Okay, I need to go to bed. It's bedtime. I think that helped a little bit. Okay, I don't like that though. We gotta bring that back. It's all gotta be touching her, I think. And that's another great thing about pastels is you can always bring them back. There we go. That's better. There, I love that. That looks so nice. Maybe fix it up a little bit down here. Oops. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna try and darken it up around the crown in a couple areas. That way you can tell that the color's there too. And then maybe put just a couple dots there. I really like that. Let's, however, bring pastel down. Just connecting to this heart a little bit more. Okay, I think that's it for the background. So let's work on some final touches here. Unfortunately, I wanted the background done before we went in and did the final stuff, just because some of the stuff is touching the background and I didn't want it to get covered up. So I'm going to use a Uniball Posca pen. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So I'm going to use my Posca pen to create a highlight on this heart. And then these ones as well. Put a little bit of a shimmer on all of these little orbs. These ones with the X's, I'm just going to kind of trace the X, put a tiny dot on these little circle ones just to bring them out a little bit. I was initially going to outline them in white too, but I'm a little bit hesitant. I don't know if I want to. I think if anything, I might want to define them. Let's see, I'm going to outline one of them. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I'm going to shine up the ones on her face. Let's see if we can give her a little bit of a highlight on her eye. It's not very noticeable because those fine liners I used earlier on were not waterproof, so it's going to kind of muddy those up. Unfortunately, and then this, I kind of wanted to outline all of this. I don't know if it would make a big difference if I do though. Doesn't really seem to make much of a difference, so I think I might just leave that. Let's put a couple, don't really want to put my hand anywhere. I want to put like a couple of shiny bits on the crown. I just don't know where. Let's maybe put one here. Let's put one right here. And maybe one here, can't really see it, but it's there. Put a small one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a pink fine liner and I'm just gonna go back over this to get rid of that white. You can go over these to bring them out a little bit. It's mostly just where her skin is. That light peach kind of covered a lot of that. And then I think the only other thing I want to do is add a little bit of glitter. So I'm going to use stickles. I'm going to use this, don't know what it's called because stickles in Canada don't come with names normally. But I think I'm going to glitter up all of the hearts. I don't want a whole lot. Oops, that's a dirty one. I just want like sparse little glitter bits here and there. So I'm going to use a Q-tip to kind of place them, I think. And I'm just doing the hearts, not all of the gems, just the hearts. I don't think I'm going to do the hearts on her face. I think I might leave those. See what it looks like after though. And I don't think I want to do, oops, I don't think I want to do these hearts either. See what that looks like. I think we need to glitter up the hearts on her face. I don't want to glitter up these ones though. Maybe we should. I think I'm going to use different stickles for that though. I'm going to use these ones here. They're like clear, little tiny hollow sparkles. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it just like that. I think she's done. I think I'm also obsessed with her. I think that this would have actually been really good with pink and yellow for the background too. I'm not sure if it would have clashed with her hair, but I think as long as we use different like more like peachy pinks and like bright yellows, I think that would have looked really pretty too. But I am a sucker for blue and green, and I wanted the background to kind of go with her eyes. So since I went for bluey green eyes, we went for a bluey green background. So I think this is everything. I think she's pretty much done, and I'm really happy with how she turned out. She looks so good. Hopefully you guys agree. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you colored along with me, I would love to see your finished version. So feel free to share it with me on Facebook or tag me on Instagram. Would absolutely love to see it. But yeah, I'm going to close it here. It's getting pretty late and I still got to feed the boys. So I better be cleaning up, and I'll get these videos up for you guys as soon as possible. And alright, as always, take care, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, bye!
Stars fall at my feet, keep me grounded as I reach higher than I see. Is there something there for me?